Okay, today I'm going to tie a wee pattern called a fluff cat. This was shown to me by a fella at the local fishery. He was absolutely nailing fish, so this was maybe last year. So what I did was went home, he told me how to tie them, went home, tied up a few, and they really do work. I'll show you them in a couple of different colours, but the one I'm going to tie today is the kind of cat's whisker colours. It's really simple to tie. We're going to be using the Marc Petijean magic tool. Once you've done, we'll show you how to use that. There's loads of videos online how to use that. It just creates the body with a dubbing loop. It's a great wee pattern. The only materials are zonka, which this stuff is white zonka. I get this for Cookshill, Steve at Cookshill Fly Tying. I kind of buy most of my natural materials for Steve. His stuff's excellent. And a little bit of tiny little touch of UV dubbing. This stuff's Flybox's Fly Bright UV dubbing. And that's it. That's honestly the entire materials. The thread I'm using is Textreme 60 white. This is a Gamazan B175 size 8, and the beads are just a 3.2mm brass bead. These are from Flybox again, I think. Yep, Flybox. My local tackle shop stock Flybox stuff, so we're kind of quite lucky there. Some of the stuff they're coming out with is excellent. So that's it, simple as that. I'll show you the tying as we go. So just catch the thread in, and along we will come in and trim away the waist. We're going to take this up to line with the barb. Round about there will do. This is a wee bit of pre-cut of the zonka strip. Lengthwise we're going twice the length of the body, so there's one, there's two. If you're better to tie it long if you're unsure, and then you can always trim it. You can trim it bankside. So I'm just coming in with a dubbing needle here, separating these fibres out, making my wee space. Before I tie in, I'll just double check that length. Yep, happy with that. So I'm pinching the zonka, bringing the thread up, pinch it in between my fingers, and then back down nice and tight. Just one turn there will hold it. See where it's sitting. Just another one. Just all that's holding that there is the weight of the thread. See, it spins nice there, so pull it back. Couple of locking turns once we're happy. Make sure it's sitting fine. Just move that. That looks okay. Then I'm going to come in and trim away this waist here. I've had to adjust my height of my vise so that the camera could see it, so I'm not used to tying at this height. I'll take any excuse. So come in, we'll trim that there, and then we're going to run that again. Just make sure it's sitting where you want it. Tail, and then we're just going to tighten all of that up. Nice touching turns, nice and tight. Probably left myself a bit too long there, so I'm just going to take another bit off. There we go. Don't want to be too tight into that bead. The ideal way is that the skin locks the bead, but as you can tell, it might be okay. Nah, a wee bit short, but you'll get the hang of it as you go along. I'm hitting a miss. A few turns in there to lock the bead. That tail looks like it's sitting just fine. Yep. Touch and turns in here, lock up the bead. That's fine. So I'm going to come in here and create a dubbing loop. I'll just double over the thread. You'll maybe not be able to see it on this video because I'm tying as well, but there's loads of good videos on YouTube about how to create dubbing loops. So this, and we're taking the thread back up with a loop to there, and then oops, and then we're going to bring our thread back down again. Okay, that's us turned the camera around. Just going to show you how to use the magic tool. You've probably seen videos on this. It's pretty simple. Once you've done it a few times, I'll show you. So this is the stand comes with it. The dubbing is Flybox Fly Bright dubbing. It just gives it a wee touch of UV. This is just a wee tiny wee amount here. So I'll take a wee bit there and we'll put it on the clamp there. Don't need to be too neat. It's going to get roughed up anyway. Then we take a bit of Zonka strip and just lay it on there and catch it in with the skin, like so. Hold it tight, and then we take these and just pull them out. So I'm holding this tight and I'm just pulling these out. This is like so, and then nice sharp pair of scissors. We're going to come in and trim away here. If you do it, you'll get used to doing it with as little waste as possible. Trim away here, like so. So that gives you something that looks like that. And then you come in with the clip. So we look like that. You come in with the clip. Over there. There we go. Now hold this one tight. And you need to slide this out. Some of them you can pull it straight out, but because of the thickness of the rabbit skin, you have to slide it. Slide it out like this. Yeah. So we don't need that anymore. Now all we're going to do now is cut away the skin. You can see the UV in that showing through nicely. So we'll come in here, just make sure you can see that, and nice sharp pair of scissors, trim away the skin. Okay, and we set that down and we'll use that for the body. So I'll flip the camera back around and then we'll keep going. Okay, now I've showed you how to use the magic tool. We've created this little clip here with the body in it. So we're going to offer that up to the thread into your dubbing loop. The wax helps the grip here, so it's quite important that you've waxed it. Make sure you've got that sitting where you want it, nice and tight. Open up the clip and let it go. That's quite good. Don't let go with your index and thumb, and then spin your thread. Spin your dubbing spinner. Okay, keep spinning. Then when you let go, here we go. Keep spinning until it's nice and tight. There we go. Now I like to just come in with an old toothbrush, brush these fibres out. So this, I also like to give these a wee pull. If some of them come out, you're not tight enough. Just another wee spin, and then start wrapping. So just the same as you would a blob, just brush the fibres forward as you with every turn. And you'll get a nice, don't worry too much about catching fibres, because at the end we're going to pick them all out. So, and if you judge it, you'll be able to use up all of the fibres for the length of the body. Nice touch and turns, keep this all nice and tight. don't want that one's just wrapped just a bit too much, so I'm just going to come in my dubbing needle, pick these out. You can do this as you go along, maybe every 2 or 3 turns. Sometimes you'll get it where you don't need to do that if you're lucky. Okay, brush it forward, brush it back, sorry. Here we go. Nice tight turns. Looks okay. So it's just about there. Bring your thread up, catch it in. Couple of locking turns, and then trim that away. Okay, what I'm going to do now is a couple of turns to lock that in place, and then we've left a wee gap. You see it might not bother you. It's up to you whether you want to fill that or not. So I'm just taking a wee bit of waste rabbit here. Just dub that on, just to fill that gap. You don't need to. You could also fill that with some of the UV dubbing if you want. Up to you. And then I'm gonna come straight in and whip finish. Don't worry about the body now, we'll sort that out in a wee second. A little bit of varnish on the thread. And then whip finish. Okay. And then take your thread away. The movement of this fly in the water's, it's unbelievable really when you see it. Come in with the dubbing needle and just pick all of that out. It looks bulky just now, but in the water it pulsates, and the tail, the movement of the tail is excellent as well. It's really a cracking little pattern. You can adjust it to whatever you want. I've fished them in rivers, not this colour, the black ones in the rivers does really well. We'll show you some different colours here. So you can do them, there's a black one with a UV through it. Excellent little pattern. That with a gold or silver bead in the river works tremendous. Another one for our local small water fisheries and browns as well. The redhead damsel is very popular here, so that's the olive with the redhead. Cracking little fly. Really is a wee fish catcher. Give it a go and see what you think. You'll definitely get fish. I like the ones with the beads, so I sometimes tie them without a bead and just use some Glow Bright floss for the head. And you can, the ones without the bead I fish on an intermediate line, fish it nice and slow. And the ones with the bead, a kind of floating line, again nice and slow. Just, you don't even need much at all. Just the pulse and movement you get off that rabbit is tremendous. Definitely give it a wee go. It'll put some fish on the bank for you. I'll just move that across a wee bit so you can see it. That's it, the Fluff Cat. Like I say, it's nothing new. It's tried and tested colours. Give it a go, see what you think. I hope you enjoyed that, thanks.